U.S. Navy gets CVN-80 and CVN-81, two aircraft carriers by 2019-20. The U.S. procurement of two aircraft carriers in fiscal year 2019-20, the United States Navy has asked shipbuilders to speed up and send in bids to further define the cost savings achievable with buying two ships, dual procurement. Buying two carriers allows the Navy to build a fleet of 12 aircraft carriers more quickly as prescribed by the 2018 National Defense Authorization Act, which established that the Navy should maintain 355 ships, including 12 aircraft carriers. If we are going to build a 355-ship Navy, then we need to be smart and innovative in how we procure new vessels, Burns said in a news release, noting that he was pleased so many of our House colleagues joined us in making this strong recommendation to the Pentagon. The dual buy saves $2.5 billion relative to buying ships one at a time, lawmakers said. It would also provide more certainty to shipbuilders and contractors that produce aircraft carriers. Some lawmakers say the goal to field a 355-ship fleet may depend on it. More than 100 lawmakers sent a letter to the Pentagon in late 2017 to express interest in a dual procurement of Gerald R. Ford-class aircraft carriers in the coming fiscal year 2019. The legislators said the government could save up to $2.5 billion by buying two carriers in the same year as a result of lower logistical costs. Every House member from Virginia signed the letter, Newport News noted, which isn't surprising considering that the first Ford-class supercarrier is built in Virginia. The Newport, Virginia, shipyard is the U.S. Navy's only producer of nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. The Navy developed an acquisition strategy to combine the CVN-80 Gerald R. Ford and CVN-81 procurements to better achieve the department's objectives of building a more lethal force with greater performance and affordability, James, Assistant Secretary of the Navy for Research Development and Acquisition said in the March. CVN-80 and CVN-81 are the Navy's official designations for the two prospective carriers. CVN-80 will be the USS Enterprise Gerald R. Ford, CVN-81 is not yet named. This opportunity for a two-ship contract is dependent on significant savings that the shipbuilding industry and government must demonstrate. According to the U.S. Navy, buying two ships at once was a strategy that was effectively used in the 1980s to procure Nimitz-class aircraft carriers and achieved significant acquisition cost savings compared to contracting for the ships individually. The biggest difference between the Ford and the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers of the previous generation is its ability to launch aircraft, Sam Lagorn. The entire aircraft carrier is designed around the idea that it can launch 30% more aircraft during a particular period than the Nimitz-class. That's kind of the central idea behind the Ford versus the Nimitz, he said. The ship in the Ford class, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the $13 billion ran 20% over budget and more than a year behind schedule before being delivered in 2017, highlighting the services the USS Gerald Ford will deliver to the Navy in 2018. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.